Yamaha's WSBK rider Toprak Razgatlıoğlu is involved in a close battle for the 2021 World Superbikes Championship and could very well end the 6-year domination of Jonathan Rea. He has been linked with a move to MotoGP on more than one occasion, but it hasn't materialized so far. He was recently invited to test Yamaha's MotoGP bike, which has once again given rise to speculation regarding an impending move to MotoGP. Toprak has now revealed to Motorsport the condition under which he would do that. I'm your host Tyler, and first up on Moto World, Toprak Razgatlıoğlu reveals condition under which he will enter MotoGP. Toprak started by speaking about the timeline for the test with the Yamaha YZR M1. Normally this plan is for the Indonesia race weekend, but for me it's no problem when the test takes place because this year for me is important. He reiterated that his focus is still on the WSBK Championship. We have many opportunities to try the MotoGP bike. We will see. This year I will focus on my job and maybe after we'll try the MotoGP bike. He also put to rest the speculation about the test being a precursor to an immediate move to the MotoGP paddock. I am continuing here in the WSBK because I have 2 more years on my contract. I hope this year I am champion. I like this paddock and I say I was born here. But maybe next year I'm champion and I go to MotoGP in 2023, I don't know. At least this year and next year I will stay here. He signed off by stating that he would be open to moving to MotoGP after that, but only if his conditions were to be satisfied. Maybe I don't have a good contract and end up not going to MotoGP. I need a good contract to go there. I need a factory bike. I hope we win the WSBK Championship this year, but it could also happen next year and then I'll go to MotoGP. Fast feed. Monster Energy Yamaha's Franco Morbidelli really likes Formula 1. I always follow it, but seeing them driving on the same tracks as us is even more impressive. This is because you can see the differences in lap times and the speed they can reach in the corners, he added. It is really impressive and it has a different flavour to see them competing on the same tracks as MotoGP. The first thing I thought was that there will probably be more bumps in Qatar. Moto2 Championship contender Raul Fernandez has accepted that his teammate and title rival Remy Gardner has more Moto2 experience than him. He knows the tyres and the bike better, but I improved very quickly. And I have good speed because I can get pole positions and win races, but the lack of experience is my weak point, he summed up. Lynn Jarvis, managing director of Yamaha Motor Racing, thinks that their main advantage is that one of their riders goes very, very fast, referring to Fabio Quartararo. He is constant and happy. Our advantage this year is that Fabio has found his confidence and speed again, and the bike works well. Last year we had some problems with the motorcycle, he expanded. Last year we did not win the 2020 Riders' Championship because the new Works motorcycle did not perform as well as expected. This season, the bike is much more reliable and consistent. It is symptom-free, he wrapped up. Retired MotoGP World Champion Mick Doohan thinks that Repsol Honda's Marc Marquez is not in full shape at the moment and the Honda has gone a bit off the rails. It is clearly not the bike. It is Marc who has to find the strength in his arm and adapt, but he is already improving. In the corners to the left, it is less difficult. In those to the right, it is more difficult, he elaborated. He is still young, but he is not yet able to ride as he wants. With the talent he has, and if the bike becomes more consistent, I think he has all the credentials to go back to fighting for the title, he summed up. 2020 World Champion Joan Mir has looked back at the early days of his career when he didn't have the money to pay a team to say, okay, we'll pay a team in the Spanish Championship and you have the opportunity. No, I had to build that skill and that talent from zero, and if I was able to win one championship, then the other championship sees you, and one team could say, okay, try here. And if you win, you have the chance to go up to another category, he detailed. So, I had to win in every championship, so that was quite difficult for a young guy. It's a lot of responsibility. Also now, when last year or this year they say you have the pressure of the MotoGP title, I don't think that this is pressure, that was pressure, he concluded. Will Toprak Razgatlıoğlu get a factory ride in MotoGP in the future? Head over to our community page to vote in the poll and let us know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out our others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.